Hello everyone, my name is Jason Dombutemgwa. In this presentation, we are going to talk about learning requirement. Learning requirement is the title of the article we are going to talk about. And this article was written by David Alan Grier. David Alan Grier is an associate professor of sciences and technology policy at George Washington University in Washington, D.C., with a particular interest in policy regarding digital technology and professional society. He was also president of IEEE Computer Society in 2013. So this article is credible source. So what is a requirement? A requirement is a function of a software. It's something that the software allows the user to do. In other words, a requirement is a feature that is supported by a software or an application that will allow a user to complete a task. Identifying a requirement is not always easy. In this article, David will provide us a new technique how to identify a requirement easily. So far, the most used technique to identify a requirement is by talking to the people, get information from people. People can be customers, managers, any stakeholder, any person that can have an impact on the software. We can get information from those people. But one of the most difficult part here is the identification of those people. How to get information from the right person, how to identify the right person. So this is the main point of this article. David will teach us how we can get information from the right person. David will use one simple example on the real life where he presents his sister as a customer and his friends as the manager. The manager wants to get information from the sister. They want to make sure the sister has the profile of the type of the customer they are looking for. Also, on her side, the sister would like to get information from one project manager. She is trying to get involved, to be involved in the project, but she doesn't know how to do. So that will be one opportunity for her to talk to a manager, and the manager will be talking to the customer. So this is presented as a win-win association, because while the manager will be getting information from the customer, the sister or the customer will be getting information from the manager, and this saves a lot of time on both parties. This technique is very simple, easy, and straightforward. It saves time, saves money. No need to hire and pay someone to do the job. We can do that directly by talking to the person or to the people who have the profile of the customer we are looking for. It is also win-win on both sides, because when the customer is getting information they need, the manager also is getting what they need. So this technique, compared to the traditional technique, is very easy. On the traditional technique, we need to talk to many people, collect information, then go to those information and select what is relevant, what is important. So it's too much time, but this one is straight, easy, and simple. The article argued that the use case is the technique the most used now, because engineers focus on marketing. Group marketing are the type of people we need, so you pick them because you already know in advance that they have the profile you are looking for. If you pick someone you don't know, you might get wrong information. So this one is very easy. Based on what we just said, we can see that the use case scenario is very precise and accurate because the developer will explain the baseline of what the software is going to do to the other party. The other party is one actor, and then they will ask him what they expect from that type of software. The only problem here is that sometimes the engineer explains too much. They waste too much time trying to explain the software to the client, but they are getting training on that, not to follow that path, not to do that mistake. They will just explain the baseline, and then they will ask the user what they expect from that type of software. So they will get information from the customer instead of giving them too much information. What they get from the customer is the base or the foundation of the requirement. Before this technique, we know many other techniques in software that allow manager to get information from the people. We know, for example, the interview, the survey, the Google form, all of them, they are good, but it's time consuming and money consuming too, because we need to spend money, spend time. Sometimes we need to pay people to do the job. But we can see with this technique that is very easy. You can use anyone who has the profile or the person you are looking for. Even in your own family, you can do the job, and the probability of having wrong information with this new technique is very low, since you are talking to one person that you already know. You know his profile, you know you can get the right information from them. So we recommend the new engineer or the new project manager to follow this technique. It will be very great for them. In conclusion, we can see that this technique is completely out of what we have seen before, because software is getting bigger and bigger and more complicated. So we need to find a way to simplify stuff. This is a great technique to get information very easy. I personally recommend to read this article. This is the end of our presentation. If you have any question or comment, we'll be happy to receive them. We are waiting for the feedback. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.